Okay. I'm gonna do this today. Let's see. This little Day of the Dead Periwinkle. This is my view of it. When I try to draw, it's all like reflection. I can't see. But there. That's better. I just need to draw sideways. I got that to do. And I went to Lightbox for the first time this past weekend. I was an attendee. Hopefully next year I could be an exhibitor, be an artist alley, but they got a lot of really talented people in there, I'll tell you that much. So we'll see what we could do. I got a bunch of loot too to show. So sneak peek. This zine. I'll look at that in a second. And a giveaway. So since I'm doing Day of the Dead, I got one of these. Yeah. But first, I figure, here's the plan. Try to work on this thing, and then let it dry. While it's drying, I'll go over my fun loot stuff. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Oof. I've been threatening to use these for a while, and I think this might be the day. My UV reactive. What are these? Pen Touch. Yeah. I'm not even gonna open them yet because they dry out immediately. So I'm gonna leave them wrapped until I'm gonna use them. But let's see. I'll have to like look at this sideways so I could see what I'm doing. But first I'll probably just do like simple little lines so that I can see. Oh, this is purple. I'm like, why is that might work actually. Purple. On purple paper, it's like just tone on tone. I kind of like it. Let's see. There is, oh goodness, I pulled it all out. I pulled the whole thing out. There we go. I want black though. All right. Let's see. At least you guys can see. Okay, there we go. Oh, I just have to draw it like this. We took the train to Lightbox Expo. We're trying to figure out what's good public transportation and what's not so good public transportation. In San Diego, they have the trolley, and that one was really nice. Where we lived, it was probably a 15-minute trip to downtown. That is different than chartering an Amtrak to go from the Inland Empire to Pasadena. That wasn't, on the way there, it was really nice. Just quiet, nice temperature, comfortable, but it was kind of noisy on the way back. So, I don't know, we're on the fence about taking it again. It's a lot easier than driving though. Okay. had a good deli sandwich with our friend Eddie Choi, who just happened to be dressed as Elvis. But about the convention, Joel kind of made me laugh because we're walking around and we're attendees, and usually when we have a table, we can maybe kind of break away from our table and walk around, see what everybody's got. It's kind of fun to see everyone's different, the way people display their merchandise. But Joel made me laugh because he was like, it was the what do you call it, the print stickers and pins show. Like, everybody's got print stickers and pins. What are your print stickers and pins? You got print stickers and pins? Oh boy. But what else? There were people who had some sculptures and things, but that seems harder to carry around. And I wasn't all that interested in buying something like that, so I don't know, I just thought it was funny. So we have a little break before our next convention. That's good. There we go. I'm starting to be able to see what I'm doing here. So Periwinkle is actually 9. This is Periwinkle. She's from Grump's book. His dog peed on her. That's okay. It brought them closer together. But she's only 9, so I don't want to make her dress too, crazy. I thought it'd be cool to do 3 zines, one about Perry, this is Perry, one about Manny, he's the little moderator bot of the channel, and he's also going to teach him how to build robots, and then Grump will get his own little zine. Since it'll take me so long to get their book done, figured the zine, get that, a little morsel of something. And that'll be cool. I can't remember what the occasion was, but I feel like I was probably about 6 years old, and me and a friend and myself, we were dressed up as flamenco dancers for a parade. And I almost dressed Perry up as a flamenco dancer, but that's Spanish, not Mexican, so she's just doing this kind of dance. But I remember I had this neat thing, it was like a plastic fork in my hair, and it had a frilly pattern on it that stuck straight up, and I think there were flowers involved, but the dress itself I really liked. I think it was red with big white polka dots and white fringe and a lot of frilly layers. I liked it. I think I have a picture of it, but not on me. I think it's in storage. some of this, I don't need to outline all of it because it's really kind of loopy loops. And that's really hard for me to see. All right. There we go. All right, let's see what we could do with some darker colors. Where are you? For some reason, I always lose my gray koi watercolor brush. Let's see. Here it is. I don't know what I expect to see. It's always exactly where I put it, but I don't know, I think I'm expecting to see a lot of gray and I end up seeing a lot of black and I can never see where I put it. But it's kind of the mid-tone between her hair shines and the dark that I'm about to put. Okay. Let's see if I can do this without getting my fingers all black again. I haven't heard any, I think it's early, but no trick-or-treaters just yet. We don't have any candy to give out and our lights aren't on, but usually you just hear a ruckus. No ruckus yet, it's kind of early. I'm just curious to see, since we just moved, like what's the deal here? I have to help myself to some dark chocolate, because all I've been able to think about is candy. I'm just determined to master this brush pen. There's nothing special about it, I just have horrible coordination. I mash it down, I should use a light touch, and I'm just like, so. Today's the day, I can feel it. I've never been super into Halloween. I've dressed up a couple of times. Went to parties. When I waited at Chili's, I dressed up as Abby Chase from Danger Girl. Is that her name? It's been a long time. I liked that one. It's always nice when there's that one person who's like, oh, that's cool. But everybody, even when nobody else knows who the heck you are. One person. It just takes that one person to get it. Okay, let's see. Joel gave me this one again, but I stole the new one. No more trying painting with a Q-tip. That's better. It's still big and fat. I'll for sure have to go over this. Just commit to going over his entire mouth. my little testers. So I can remind myself which stand out on the purple and which just kind of soak in. The jelly rolls are kind of hit and miss. Some really kind of pop, and others you can't even see, like that one right there. Hold on. There it is. That one not so much. It's a lot easier than some of these fatter tipped ones, though, that's for sure. So here, let's see, where is it? Yeah, this one. Is everyone, hi Chris, is everyone being quiet or am I the only one watching? Chris, it's just me and you. Let's enjoy. How have you been? I am in, so far, Joel and I have tried 2 of the 3 of our new Trader Joe's dark chocolate, and they're both really good. They're way better than the, okay, I always get these 2 confused. There's Ghirardelli is the one that's easy to find in the supermarkets, and then Godiva is the one that's harder to find. So yeah, they're all better than Ghirardelli. Godiva, still pretty good. But there's a really, like one of the chocolates, one just tastes like really good dark chocolate. You know, the right amount of sweet and bitter, not too sweet, just chocolatey, delicious. And the other one almost had like a, it wasn't fruit flavored, but it had like just a kind of a fruit-ish thing going on in the background, which was good. I liked the complexity of it. I don't know how to explain it. Doing okay, lots of reading, a bit of writing, fighting with one last microscope. Camera adapter has problems. Oh, Chris, speaking of problems. So fighting with one last microscope. So are you able to figure out that adapter problem relatively easily? Or is it something where you're just like, it's ruined, I need to buy a new one? Oh, this is nice and juicy. Look at that. Oh no, it's making a bubble. Look at this. That's it. Oops. Oh, but hold on. Hold on, let's see. I don't know if this is gonna work. Because as soon as I turn this off. Oh, yeah, you can kind of see. Definitely, this is the clear UV reactive. Orange, and there's some pink over here. And that green, yellowish green is just Jelly Roll. That was a nice surprise. Yeah, you can get fruity, citrus, and sometimes spicy pepper tones. Oh, Chris. Yeah, it was definitely fruity, and I was really surprised. Like, I guess having so many back to back, you start like picking up on little differences, and I liked that a lot. Buy a new one. The existing adapter has too many artifacts. The microscope is still good to look through, just not for photography. Chris, I am having computer problems still. I swear this computer is like haunted or something. I feel bad. Earmuffs, computer. it's cursed. I bought all these parts, all this hardware, right after the COVID shortages, and I think in order to get inventory back on the shelves, they just kind of they weren't so great at quality control. So I RMA'd my RAM, so that's fine. Now, guess what I had to do? I had to RMA my Strix 3090 graphics card. Oh my goodness, it's on its way there as we speak. And I was thinking, like, there's just no way. There's no way I could have that kind of luck. What I did, is right after my stream Tuesday last week, the computer, did it crash, or I think the screen just went blank. And the motherboard was just, it was not reporting any error codes. It was just steady on like 30, which means, yeah, I'm doing fine. So the screen just went black. So I did a hard restart, and that upset my computer. And then it did it again a few hours later. And eventually my computer was like, you need to, how about you just do a repair install? So I reinstalled again. Luckily all my stuff is backed up because I just did that like a month ago, right? Yeah, and I tried different cables. I have cable mod cables and the ones that came with my power supply. And yeah, it was just a no-go. So then I plugged in the GPU into the motherboard, since I have like integrated graphics on the CPU. Everything's fine. Which means I'm kind of worried about streaming and doing digital stuff at the same time. I don't know if my integrated graphics could handle that. Could be a driver bug with the video card, or could be components overheating. More remote possibility is bad power supply or bad components. Yeah, the power supply seems like the most rock solid component in your computer, right? They last for like 10 years or something. I'm still wondering. I don't know if they come back and say, yeah, this thing is fine, then it's probably the power supply. If it's something on my motherboard, like I don't even know how to say it. It's like, oh, your whatever rail to your this part of your CPU thread is burnt. I don't know. It could be something silly like that, and I have to get a new motherboard. That doesn't seem like a thing though. Yeah. So the only good thing is that it's still under warranty. When I contacted customer service, I had already done all the things they would have suggested that I try. So they're like, yeah, okay, well, send it over. So I did. The driver thing, that's one of the things I was trying, because what do you call it? The Windows reliability report, and what is the other one? The event viewer. It was saying hardware problems and event code 131, which I guess is driver problems. So that's the first thing I did, was I went through all my driver stuff. And while I was doing that, the computer just kept getting angrier and angrier. So here we are, working on integrated graphics. Lol. Yeah, motherboard replacement is a pain, and I do have horror stories on that, but they take a while to explain. And you know what? It would break my heart if you did. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I've never had this many problems with anything. Sorry, computer. It's okay. You don't feel well, and that's okay. We all have our days. So we'll see. It will arrive to ASUS tomorrow. And I don't know what to think after that. Yeah, and I was like, there's no way that there's anything wrong with this. It's practically new. So I took everything apart and I thought maybe it's a loose connection. Maybe I didn't seat the GPU, you know, nicely in its little slot. The thing's like super heavy. It has like its own support that comes with it. And yeah, everything was fine. Everything was shoved in as it should have been. And I just don't know. Computer hated ASUS's, what was it, Armory Crate? Their software that makes it like a one-stop shop to get all your drivers. So, but you know, you just go to ASUS support and get the drivers you need. So you don't have to have that. So I uninstalled it because if any viewer is like, yeah, everything's borked because of this, like 4 instances of like Armory Crate stopped working. Which sounds driver, right? But I don't know. I really don't know. I sent it back. ASUS, help me now. Here, let's see. And then I was thinking, well, what if it is a power supply problem and everything works fine now because I don't have that big chungus with, you know, with as much of a power draw, so it's not stressing out the power supply. I'm at the limits of what I know how to do. Customer service was like, well, why don't you contact, you know, where you bought it, and maybe they could, maybe the warranty, or maybe they'll have a return that you could do. I bought it from you. That's what was good about it. I bought it from the ASUS website, so I was able to be like, you guys, you are that person. We all have limits to our knowledge. That's why we have friends who know more. Yes, exactly. Talk it out. See if someone has insight. So on the brighter side though, since I had to reinstall all my programs again, I was able to catch a couple of really annoying things that I had set for Photoshop, and I recognized them this time around because I was like, oh, that's that thing that I hate when it happens. No, click no on that. Legacy, yes. Everything legacy, legacy, please. So that works. And then, oh, there's a couple of weird things about Photoshop. The one thing that I kept complaining about is Windows Ink would make when I went to slide the CMYK bars, it would take a while to catch, and it'd catch and then like drag it a little harder than I intended. That doesn't happen anymore, but it doesn't, when I click on a color in like the color square, it doesn't change the CMYK sliders to match. They're always like set at something. So I'm used to just poking a color in the color square and then fine tuning it in the CMYK sliders, but something, I don't know. Things are borked. Yeah, apparently the newest 2024 Photoshop has a bug with the color palette. Dave McCaig and friends were talking about that on Facebook. Oh, really? See, that's exactly what you said. Friends who know more. I didn't see, because then I just think it's a setting somewhere. I messed it up, and you know, woe's me. That's why I can't have nice things. Huh? All right. That's frustrating, but it's comforting to know. yeah, I was happy that most of my stuff was backed up from having to do that so recently. Oh, look at that. You guys can't even see. There you go. Getting a little better with this pen. Not perfect, but learning lessons. It says, nope, it's a bug. The worst problem is that I know what kind of bug it is and where to look to fix it, but can't do anything about it now. Chris, I know. Ah. That's okay. Someone will figure it out. It'll take them twice as long and they won't have as elegant a solution, I'm sure. But all right, let's see. I kind of want to drop some of these in a little bit of black so they go behind. A little something like that. Let's see. I can't really. Yeah, kind of. A little parlor trick. What else do I got? I got a pink. Where is it? Is this it? That's pinker. There it is. That's the one. Here, I'll show you. This is the best part. Let's see. There it is. Hooray. That's not as impressive. That's okay. If I'm going over pink, I bet you it'll be fine. It'll just make it glowy. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna let this dry, settle. I'm gonna show Chris, I'm gonna show you some loot. You know what I did? I found some cool stuff. I got tricked and inspired. So it was all around good time. So I'll show you the good stuff first. All right. Yeah, this is about as far away as you can get. I've never been all that into zines, but I was kind of interested in this whole thing, this book that this person made. Kind of simple. What is that? 2 colors? Oh, it's cute. But then she sold me on this whole thing. Still 2 colors. But it's like a fun little poster. So this is one of the things I wanted to try my hand at, to make a Grump, Manny, and Periwinkle specific one. Maybe have a little sticker sheet to go with it. Sell it at the next Print Stickers and Pins show. How does that go? There you go. Yeah. And it's like a thick card. I like it. So that was good. And this is from the same artist. I like the color combination. It's like a brick red and a teal color. Hold on. It's stuck. Let's see. There we go. Is there surprises in here too? I like surprises. No, it's just folded over. See? How close can I get? Look at that. I like the color combo a bunch. A lot of pins around. Here, and if you want to look her up. A lot of pins, and I was kind of attracted to the ones that had a nice color combo, and I definitely like, is this the hard enamel, I think? I have a preference for that. Let's see. Okay, so these, well, we're still on the good. Actually, I think Joel follows this person online. Trandwin. Let's see. So Joel doesn't like to buy anything. He certainly doesn't like to collect anything. He likes stuff, but then he's always picturing, and then what? And now I have this thing that I'm gonna look at once and be happy and then never see it again. He's got a point, but I'm more of a, well, let's grab one and see. Yeah, so look at it. This is a cool card. Thank you so much for your generous support. I hope you enjoy. I will. Thank you, Tran. Yeah. That's like what I do when I send something out, but I use my white pen on a black cardstock and it gets all like crusty, but it's with love. Yeah, look at these. I just liked the like the kind of grayscale black line work and then gold. It's so not fussy with like a color, but it has like a good composition and contrast. I like it. Because all that color, that's my light in the background. This is just gold. Yeah, so this was nice. I liked these a lot. Let's see. These I liked. I just liked the design of them. It's there's the name. Oh, there you go. This is the one I liked. I saw a bigger one and then I saw it was on the sticker sheet. So I was like, well, yeah, I'll help myself to that. A little disturbing. These are disturbing. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Maybe that's why I like them. This is just the one-off. Nice matte gold. You're partial to the fairy on the pumpkin? Yeah, that's kind of cool. I have a calendar of pressed fairies, and it's the famous artist whose name I won't remember, but he did the designs for the Dark Crystal, and he drew all these pressed, you know how in the olden days, and maybe still, people would take flowers and they'd press them in books. So the flowers were, I think they'd keep their color, but they just had a real flattened kind of look to them. It was fairies pressed. And he drew them, and it was really cool. I have it. It's probably in the drawer over there. I'll show it later. You have the pressed fairy books? I got a calendar. I think Peter Steigerwald actually gave it to me for my birthday, like in 2004 or something like that. And I didn't know the artists by name, but I guess I liked it enough to hang on to it and take it with me to like 4 houses. There is a cool story weaving through the books. The books? So, okay, I'll have to look that up then, because mine's just like May, June, July. Brian Froud, yes, that's the one. Okay, so then these aren't bad, but I got so suckered into this. This guy had this great display. His pins were on rotating tables that were stacked. And the little rotating tables, they had gold mirrored cards on them. And on the gold mirrored cards had 2 pins, paired up. And they were just spinning around, flashing the lights like I was hypnotized. And I'm like, yes, I'll take 2. And so then for some reason, I was thinking I was going to get a mirrored back card. Of course I didn't. I just got the pins. Oh, so here are the pins. I'm like, oh, okay. That's cool. It is so interesting being an Artist Alley shopper. What grabs your eye? What do you like and don't buy? What do you like and do decide to buy? And then by the end, you're just fatigued and broke. So I will have a renewed sense of sympathy for anybody who comes to my table and they're just like, that's cool, I love that, and they keep walking. That's okay, I get it. You catch me next time. But I do like these things. They have like little like skeletons on the inside, like sunken in. I guess it's kind of hard to see. Here, if you wanna see this guy, his Artist Alley game is strong. Here, let's see if this helps. You met Mr. Froud at San Diego Comic-Con back in 2000 or 2001. I always set a budget for buying cute stuff and encouraging up-and-coming artists, and I always go over. Well, thank you so much, Chris. And that is true. You're like one of the very first supporters of Grump, and I really appreciate it. Yeah, you can't really see that the skeleton's sunken in, but it is. It's like a translucent orange over a silver skeleton on the inside. Yeah. As you move it, I can see it. Yeah, barely. I get it, barely. Oh, that's silly. And I think that's it. It was a really good time. I met the Artist Alley people, but they don't make the selections, but they kind of manage all of it. And they were the same people who used to manage the Emerald City Comic Con. So we'll see. Like Joel says, it's a stiff competition because everybody there is really good. you don't see any people where you wonder like, how the heck did you get a table here? That's funny. Yeah, everybody, I don't know. See, then once you're at a certain point, you're like, I can't buy anything else, but I'll take a card. This one's pearlescent. Yeah. Oh, here, this might be helpfuler. There. A lot of QR codes going around. Yeah, it was a really good time. The Prince Stickers and Pins show. All right, let's see what we got here. I got a big mess, that's what I got. I'll do some black and gray. Then I can go over it. Go over some of my skeletons with white and orange, something like that. Let's see. So I got two choices here. Alright, I got one choice here. I know it's here. Give it a second. It'll pop up. Here it is, I think. One of these. I think I was looking for one of these, but not so fat. Which means I'm looking for this end somewhere, because it's popping up and I'm not seeing it. Oh, look, here it is. That's the one. This one's so old, it's like the sample product of this one. Yes, that's a better tip. Yeah, so as far as the pins go, since the stuff I liked was so kind of color theory simplified, kind of nice put together colors, I'm gonna have to try to do something like that with Grumpy Perry and Manny. And they have all these different papers you can print on with the gold foil. I like, there's this one paper that it always catches my eye, but then I see it everywhere and I'm like, I guess maybe not. And it's this paper that has little triangle flecks of glitter holographic triangles on it. And on the website it says this looks great with darker colors. It's nearly invisible with white colors. And I'm interested, but I don't know, it seems too common. But I do like the foil stuff. the stickers. I wish they would print on, I wish we could print on that, the paper I was just describing with the little triangle flecks of holographic kind of glitter look to them. I wish we could mask over that like we can with stickers. It seems like you could spot foil, but you can't really like mask the material underneath what you're printing on. I don't know, maybe I'm looking at the wrong shops, but I even went to I went to a panel. I tried to go to two, but Lightbox has this thing where you have to go to the panel room like a hour before your panel to get and then 15 minutes after the panel before yours begins, you can grab a ticket for the panel you actually want to see. And I only wanted to go to 2 different panels when one prevented me from getting a ticket for the other. So I tried to go sit through this branding panel, but it was just about posting regularly to social media. I'm like, I know, but that's a me problem. It's not that I don't know. It's just that, ugh. I think though they said that some of these panels are available to watch online after the fact, so I should give another look to see what's available. Let's see. Even going to the panel, I was learning about how to speak better at panels. It was a fine panel, but I don't know, just maybe getting, well, I don't know. It made me want to speak less about my own project, not beyond, you know, of course, introduce myself and what I'm doing, but to go on and on about like where you could buy a grump, and it's just, you know, people are there for the reason that you titled your your panel, so you got to get to that reason relatively quickly. But I think it's hard because sometimes you're just like, how long do I need to talk about this? Oh, Chris, do you want to enter a giveaway? I got something for you. Here, watch, I'll show you. Let's see. Find it right now. This is for Chris. Everybody else, no touchy. All right, Chris. Oops. All right, I'm going to keep working on this off stream. I'm going to go eat some dark chocolate. Chris, I will know by what happens to that link if you have entered the giveaway. And then the giveaway is actually for one of these little shiny things. And I have it in a magnet or trading card style. Oh, are you on the phone? That's okay, Chris. Do your, if you got business to handle it. But yeah, there you go. I will set it aside for you. All right, so what did we learn? We learned that the white pins are chunky and pen touch dry out easily. That's the lessons for today. Yeah, I'm gonna finish doing some nice little swirlies and I'll put more colorful stuff in the hems that kind of go around. It'll be cute for Day of the Dead. I can't roll my R's. Dia de los Muertos. There, that's my best attempt yet. All right, well, happy Halloween. Eat candy if you're allowed to, and don't scare too many animals. Scare the kids though, scare them real good. Chris, good luck on your phone call, and fill out the form so you can get your shiny, okay? All right, take care everybody. I will see you next.
Chris says he's done.
Oh, Chris, you done? Bye, Chris. Fill out the form. It'll be waiting for you. Alrighty, happy Halloween.